Okay, let's wait a second. There we go. Should be good to go. Should be live. It's telling me I'm live. And there it is. Okay, everything's working. Great. So while I wait for people to show up, let me just say this to the ones watching the archive right now, because those are the only people I'm talking to currently. Haha. Look at this. We're currently playing DDLC+, but we are on a different menu. That's because I haven't actually booted up. When you boot up DDLC+, you have to boot up the game itself in the game window, and this is where you access the files, which I haven't done yet. And since there are definitely new files in here, we're gonna check them out right now. So first of all, oh look, they have the PNG in here. The happy thoughts. I don't think that's guaranteed to pop up, but I think it happens quite often. Can you hear me? I think I know about this one. Anyway, there's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Yikes. And Debbie, what's up? Came to send my regards watching. Ah, I see. Either tears of joy or sadness. Alright then. Let's hope you'll be crying tears of joy rather than tears of sadness. I guess we'll see. But thanks for popping in just to say hi before going to do that. Just checking out the files currently. So what do we have here? Font licenses. Okay. That's a bunch of eyes. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. Would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Oh, Monika, you'll never understand. And of course, Traceback. I think most people know this one. And Ivanov, what's up? Good. Runtime exception occurred. Didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This will probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ah, well, here goes nothing. Ah, yes, good old Traceback. But yeah, now knowing where I can access all these files, definitely helpful. Yeah, here we have the character files. Actually, can I open them? Of course not. Anything else in here that's interesting? Poem words. Okay, that's just the basic game files. Okay. But now I finally checked those out. Was about time. And now that we did that, let's actually get back in and finish our first playthrough of this game. We'll finish today. Naturally, that doesn't mean we're done with DDLC+. I mean, there are the side stories. We also want to get the happy ending. We still have a lot more to do, but today we'll finish our current playthrough. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? I feel like we should just start with Monika. Makes sense. Ah, Monika. Ooh. Hang on. I need to read. Oh no, I need to read in a visual novel.
Hi again, Code. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Wanna share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Um, online 10 go something 10-year online 10-year goal complete. Hang on. Transmission online 10-year goal complete. What? What 10-year goal? What? Transmission online? I'm guessing that says transmission online 10-year goal complete. I am confused. Elaborate, please. Then again, that's gonna be more for me to decipher. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I give my poem to Monika.
Alright. Great job, Code. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
I wrote it for Natsuki, specifically, but on this day it forces you to go the Yuri route no matter what you write. So even though I wrote my poem specifically for Natsuki, the game's forcing me to hang out with Yuri. We already know that much.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just really given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens. I can watch this in... I can watch this in something. That final word, hang on. I can watch this in... Picture... Something picture. I can watch this in picture something. That last bit, I don't... Picture Sue? Suddenly the door opens. I'm sorry, I don't want to dwell too long on that. After all, as I said, I want to get done with this playthrough.
Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I am sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. But anyway, you wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, but beautiful colors. Flash, expand, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, clicking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a board on a table. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Of Mingless. Delete her. That's an E, an S, and it ends on a U and an E. The middle letter, is that supposed to be on? No, that's not supposed to be an O. You used something different for an O. Is that supposed to be a Q? SQ? Picturesque. Is that what that was supposed to mean? Picturesque. Also slight glitching. That took me a while.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me.
Okay. Also thanks for the heart. I feel personally complimented by hearts.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next? You know, I said we should always save the one we're going for last, because just in case she wants to keep the poem, but the game course corrected us onto the Yuri route despite the fact that we wrote specifically for Natsuki. So since this poem, even though it has all the Natsuki words in it, technically still counts as being written for Yuri because the game corrected it, we're going Yuri last. Natsuki, yay! How are you doing, best girl? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you are spending a lot of time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. T3 BLB IB Z B3 VY. Is that an L? I think it's a small L. L FR OAX JK LEV 5 ZQ equal sign. I'm not reading the rest of the poem, I'm just reading the title. That's enough for me. Well, if you want me to read this poem out loud, then you got another thing coming. Code, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. Oh dear god, it's happening. Let's do... Okay. The music sounds lovely right now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Code, do you? Do you hate me? Oh, it sounds so nice. Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Also, I like what you've done with your face. Like, it really matches the atmosphere. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. You have such a charming smile. Has anyone ever told you that? Such a charming, beautiful smile. Brace for jump scare in 3, 2, 1. And... Sorry, nah. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri, I feel like you like this one.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter.
To be able to say... To be able to say... What, to be able to say 70? Oh, so you changed that to 2 so you can say 70, okay. So, you changed your cipher just so you can write a specific number, if I understood that correctly.
That doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little weird. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A low harness? Parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cork wheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting to a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing stakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. Such a nice poem, Yuri.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this whole conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
In the time I beat Witty. You beat Witty? On hard mode, I'm guessing? In which case, congratulations. I'm not sure if I could have done that. Like, seriously, congrats on beating Witty. I still struggle on easy mode against Ballistic, though I've beaten the old charting of Ballistic on easy, so that's something at least. Oh, special poem time. You've unlocked a special poem. I would most certainly like to read it. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together. And then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse. But she killed herself just in time. I wonder who this poem could be about. Any idea who this poem could potentially be about?
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? So now we can put together anything good in just a few days? We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well.
Old on normal. Okay, I see. Still impressive.
I don't really do a lot of last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Code joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only chance to find more, you know.
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisy and more difficult to manage. Without ghost tapping. The term ghost tapping, I've heard it before, I think, but I'm not familiar with it entirely. Is ghost tapping just if you press the button and don't hit a note that it doesn't... You know, where pressing the button when it's not on a note doesn't actually harm you? Is that ghost tapping? Not entirely sure, but I think that's it.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place it should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why you should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Code?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Code to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Code joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. Oh, also known as old input. Yeah, okay. Understood. And Code isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only person who's so interested in finding new members? The rest of us are just fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Code want to get more members too, right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation...
No, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Code, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind? Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
New input, all on hard is beaten. Ah, okay. Yikes. Honestly, I wish I was good enough at the game to be able to do stuff. Oh well. I'll improve over time, don't worry about that. After all, it was only recently that I couldn't beat Tricky even on easy mode, and then like one or two streams later, I managed to pull it off, and it wasn't even that difficult.
Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all? I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Code. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki?
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Code? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way.
Prayed and... I prayed and... on easy... I prayed and something on easy equals... Wait. Oh, ASDF, that is. I prayed and probably set it to ASDF to live. Is that it? Also, by the way, I am sorry if this is kind of coming out, kind of cutting you short, but something that I've noticed is, I've already said this before, that I know my Friday Night Funkin' streams usually do a lot better than my other streams. But I specifically don't want this to be a purely, you know, Friday Night Funkin' channel. I understand if the Friday Night Funkin' topic comes up every now and then, because it's only natural, but I prefer not to just to keep dwelling on that topic and have the entire conversation devolve into talking about Friday Night Funkin' when we're playing different games. I totally understand if the conversation topic comes up. It's just something that I don't want to have going on for the entire time. So yeah, I know if I just focused on playing more Friday Night Funkin' and worrying more about Friday Night Funkin' overall, this channel would probably be doing even better than it is right now. But I don't really care too much about playing stuff just so we're doing better. I care about, you know, having fun, playing the games I like to play, which includes Friday Night Funkin', but also other games, like this one. Also, Yuri, do you need a tissue or something to wipe the, you know, to... I don't know. Crying blood is usually not a sign that you're very healthy.
Each member contributes their own quality in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Oh, okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Code? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Code before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
I won't. Just got better and wanted to inform. That's totally understandable. I just figured I might as well bring it up just in case. You know, I feel like I feel like it's always worth mentioning, because otherwise there's always going to be some people that are not interested in anything other than Friday Night Funkin', which would explain why, despite the new followers I keep getting, usually on my Friday Night Funkin' streams, most of those people don't actually show up again until the following Friday. But still, I just wanted to get it out there. Yes, Friday Night Funkin' is a game I enjoy. I also don't mind talking about it, but it's not the main focus of my channel. And it's not going to be at any point in the future, most likely.
It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay, I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Monika waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom.
Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Code, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we hardly got to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, wait, not yet. No, stop it.
Poem time. Now I know the game is course correcting us to hang out with Yuri, so it doesn't really matter who we choose, but I'll still try to go for Natsuki. Even if the game doesn't want me to spend time with her. Swimsuit. Heart. Cute. We got the Monika jumping. We got Monika. We got a Monika word. I am very happy right now. Hop. Fun. Boob. Play. Also, we are currently doing this. Ah. This time the ones are extending inward. In the original it was like here and it was pushing it out of the notebook. But this time it's staying within the bounds of it. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. Twirl. Loud? That was also Monika. We got Monika twice. Pink. Vanilla. Papa. Email. Skirt. Um, childhood. I mean, we have to click it, don't we? I know we don't have to necessarily. We can pick any other word. But there might be an achievement or a side story you unlock by clicking this. Plus, it's just... how can I not? Kitty. Puppy. Cheer. Jumpy. Okay. So no achievement apparently. Oh, I saw that. I see that. You seeing this? And hearing that? Okay.
Hi, Code.
Okay, that was definitely not a guaranteed event. That was definitely a random event that wasn't guaranteed to happen. Because, despite the fact that I really enjoyed this game, I have not been looking... I have never actively looked up all the random events that can happen. And I know for a fact I've never seen that before. So I feel like that was definitely a random event that wasn't guaranteed to happen. And I'm happy I saw it.
I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
And Cat Car from NASCAR. Haven't seen you in a bit of a... but I do remember your name. Well, that's one thing about you. You certainly have a name that kind of stands out. You have an easy to remember name at least. But it has been a bit. But hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you are having a great day. We just got a random event that wasn't guaranteed to happen, so I'm very happy about that. Monika? I told you not to... Is she really late again? Was that is that a water reference? A Sonic something reference? How would I know? I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest guy on Sonic. I've been outed, I'm not a true video game fan. When will I learn? Oh well. Is she really late again?
Consider it as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I am sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So...
Natsuki? Nobody cares.
But this is something I know. Yuri is a lot more rude towards Natsuki here if you actually still keep going and... if you keep writing your poems for Natsuki, then Yuri is a lot more rude to her than normally. That's one thing I do remember.
Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something?
Bye bye, best girl. Hello, second best girl.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Code, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans for today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Code is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose there is just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monika.
Why did my game just crash? Was that meant to happen? Was that meant to happen? Let me quickly open it up again. Was that game crash meant to happen? Anything new in the files? Don't think so, no. Why did my game crash? Ah, great, now we need to get through all this dialogue. Hey, actually the skip button is working, so at least we can do that. I am still very upset that my game crashed. I feel like I should be saving more frequently. That game crash did definitely not feel intentional. I've had this dialogue. Oh, we could have gone to the autosave, I guess. A joke. Okay, everyone. That's a different random event. We got a different random event this time. Didn't get that before.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something else we need to go over, so if everyone could come to the front of the room.
Is this about the festival? Yeah. It's dialogue we know already. Huh. You can always combine them to make the ultimate Doki. Ah, I guess. I'm still very upset that my game crashed. Like, how did that happen even? Well, we got a different random event, but I feel like it didn't record the previous random event now. Because all those random events, if you want 100% progress, you need to unlock all the random events, right? So, does that mean the previous random event that occurred is no longer registered as something that I've seen? I'm kind of curious about that. Oh well. Yeah, I know. Shut up, Monika. I've read this before and then the game crashed. Fluffy. Lollipop. Swimsuit. Joy. Bed. Giggle. Email. Kitty. Precious. Kawaii. Bubbles. Doki doki. Skirt. Ah. Parfait. Cheeks. Lipstick. Jumpy. Milk. Special. Oh, never mind. We're getting to see this again. And hearing it again. Okay, this time. Saving right now. Just in case it wants to crash on me again. And away she goes. Okay, I think we're almost caught up now.
We're practicing piano again.
Okay, hang on a little bit more.
Anyway, Code.
Okay, yeah, wait.
Suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request.
Okay, we made it past the point where it crashed, so I'm happy about that. Why did it crash, though? I really feel like that crash wasn't meant to happen. I know DDLC is all about meta stuff and you know, but still, it crashing out of nowhere? That didn't feel intended.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a moment?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher now? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Ah, might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah, did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Should I just wait for 10 minutes right now? Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking the air through her teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Oh, sorry. Lost my voice.
Yeah.
And back we go!
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Code, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Code. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Could I have another request? Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Huh? Where's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my...
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. And we all know the reason for her back pain, but no one's gonna say anything. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay, I won't take any.
Huh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. Take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Huh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Code?
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Uh,
Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Code.
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. No, not the tea! Anything but the tea!
Code. My heart won't stop pounding, Code. I can't calm down. Can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Code?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Thank you very much!
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
You have such beautiful eyes, Yuri.
It's time to share poems.
Yes, it's time. Poem time. Who should I show my poem to first? Monika!
Code, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she's pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes.
PC ran into a problem.
Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kinda messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on.
Who should I show my poem to next? Okay. Natsuki? This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all partake in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's something that I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. Yuri acting kind of sus, huh? You've only been here for a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. Truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this, just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you, thanks for reading. Best poem I've ever read. Absolutely the best poem. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Code? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Wait, what's my stream title again? It's almost as if I predicted this would happen today. It's almost as if I had experiences with the original DDLC. Anyway, yeah, just Monika. Just Monika. Who should I show my poem to next? Just Yuri. No one else is left.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Code, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Code. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
Not even gonna try reading this, and you know exactly why, because I cannot read this. The final word is closer, but this is far worse than anything else. I was able to read one word and I'll leave it at that. Hang on, what's that? All of them act like they are aggressively horny. DDLC. Of awareness is an DDL2 without self-awareness is an error. Okay. Hey, I mean, hey. They just, I mean, Monika is just obsessed with us because we're a real person compared to everyone else. Yuri is absolutely obsessive right now. Whereas Natsuki, you can't tell me Natsuki's aggressively horny. You can't tell me that in all honesty. Natsuki is just trying to save this club somehow. Honestly, Natsuki is the most sane out of all of them right now. She's just caught up in the middle, has no clue what's going on, is trying her best to fix everything, but can't really do it.
Do you like it?
I mean, not as much as your beautiful face, but yeah, wonderful poem.
I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about Alknus Nels
I read that perfectly, I know.
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit.
Absolutely yes. Things I like about Papa. Oh, it's this poem. Yeah. I like it when Papa comes home early. I like it when Papa cooks me dinner. I like it when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Isn't that relatable?
Okay, everyone.
Now that I know that the game can actually crash on me, I'm gonna keep saving a bit more frequently now.
It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know.
Yeah, it's just me. Loneliness got to me a bit. Hey, loneliness gets to all of us.
I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Code? Code's going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika.
Sorry about that, it's just how it is.
Like hell it is? What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too?
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Code around with you and your stupid books. You and Monika.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Code decide who you'll help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Code make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Code, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth.
For God's sake, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Hey, they slowed it down a bit. Okay, let me just... I went with Natsuki. Haha, you can't tell me what to do. Actually, you can, though. You totally can tell me what to do. I'll choose the Monika that's hiding beneath the text here. Can you read it? Monika. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I'll choose this one.
Yay, you picked me. We can meet up at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what you chose. No, it's not fair.
Yuri swears. Apparently, when she's absolutely being manipulated by Monika, yes, she does. Normally, no. But Monika can certainly push that. I mean, even with Natsuki in the in Act 1, she only says freaking and not fucking Monika. But hey, everyone being manipulated. But yeah, Yuri do be cursing though.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking code for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling code away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Code. Yuri's really something, isn't she?
Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. This is really all I wanted. Code, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us.
Just the two of us? You and I.
Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? What if it feels so good? Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now.
Rob, welcome! How are you doing? Just Monika. Just Monika Plus. We're getting close to it. Decided to grind at... Metin 2? Meetin 2? What? Don't think I've heard of that game. But grinding is always a chore. So I'm guessing you're doing that still, you know, while watching the stream. Hey, when you're grinding, it's always nice to have something to watch while you're doing so, so good on you for choosing my content.
But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Code. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Code, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you.
What a romantic. Like, if a girl ever said this to you, would you not immediately fall in love with her?
I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours.
Now, to be fair, I probably would accept that as a confession. That just shows how desperate I am. I am struggling. I will never find a girlfriend.
And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Code. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
I'm sorry, Yuri, but you chose the wrong playthrough. I am not accepting your confession for the simple reason that I am going to... You know, I'm still on the Natsuki route, no matter how much the game corrected me. Family told me to sleep, but coughing. You still have that problem? Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I was really hoping it would be better by now. But yeah. When I get focused on something, I cough less. Well, that's good at least. But when you're trying to sleep, you can't really focus on anything because you're trying to just turn off. Wait until Monika revives Yuri for her to say the N-word. Oh, wow, of course she would say that. Yeah, of course, yeah. Turns out it's not from deodorant. Would be gone in 5 days. Well, but the deodorant might have kick-started your coughing, so might have had some minor problems, but the deodorant probably kick-started your coughing problems. Alright, it's time. It's time. Well, at least you got some sleep in, but I'm still very sorry to hear that, and I still hope it clears up soon. Like, really. She must be thinking of something really funny. Okay, so I'm supposed to click through this. Okay? So no skipping. Just going through it manually to get an achievement, right? That's what you said. So yeah, this is gonna take a moment. Also, I think you can hear it. Hang on. Keyboard slamming ASMR. Doctor tomorrow, today. Can use an auto clicker. Don't have one installed, and honestly, I feel like I can do it without. Hang on. There we go, doubling up using the enter key and spacebar. I am speed. So anyway, yeah, now we can basically talk about whatever we want. So yeah, I still hope your coughing clears up soon, and is this keyboard ASMR-y enough for you? Yeah, that's the sound you want to hear, right? Leaving the game. I'm not sure, did that work or not? Plus, it's not a glitch, it's actually intentional game design for it to skip forward if you do that. Plus, I've already made it through one day. So it should now be... Hey, it's now Friday night in the game, right? It's now Friday night, everyone. Woo! That's the sound I heard playing. Oh, I see, I see. But yeah, it should now be Friday night. So now if you want to talk about Friday Night Funkin', it's the perfect time. Hey! Oh wow, the night is actually... Okay. This is the best form of entertainment. Are you not entertained? Oh, never mind, it's Saturday. It's Saturday morning. Pig and... Rick and Morty, oh sorry, season 5 is good. Oh yeah, Rick and Morty season 5. I've seen the first 3 episodes. When's the next one coming out? Is the 4th episode coming out today? Or tomorrow? I am not quite sure when when episode 4 is coming out. Or is it already released and I just haven't watched it yet? Anyway, yeah. I mean, I am definitely one of those high IQ people who enjoy Rick and Morty, because if you don't have a high IQ, you definitely can't understand it, but yeah. Funk with Yuri's Corpse, absolutely. I wonder if they're gonna make more DDLC mods. I mean, there's the Just Monika mod, I know that one because I've played it. But imagine a mod where you play against the other 3 girls. Like, imagine if if the Monika mod had a bonus week where with an additional 3 songs, where each song is one of the other girls. That would be nice. Though I doubt they're gonna update it anymore. But I think it would be fun. But you'd have to make, you know, chart songs for all of these girls. But I definitely play it. Absolutely, no doubt about it. But yeah, I'm glad to know you're entertained. How to draw, I'll probably do that. I mean... Same, honestly. The one thing holding me back from doing anything in Friday Night Funkin' myself is, well, the fact that I am not a good artist. Plus, I'd have to figure out how to chart. It should now be Sunday, right? Hey, it's the same day as I'm playing. Hooray! Different hair and Friday. Oh yeah, right. You said you wanted to do that. By all means, go on ahead. You can definitely tell though that my reskin is very low effort. You can tell by the lines on the clothing. It just doesn't look too nice. Yuri keeps growing more and more beautiful every day now, doesn't she? You know what's bad? I'm hammering my keyboard so much that my screen's actually shaking. My monitor's shaking as I'm doing this. Oh. Sunday night. Now we're up to date. Now we're where we're supposed to be. Paint.net, you're using the same program I'm using, huh? Yeah, I know, with the... Yep, no, I'm using the same program. Paint.net. Same program I use for everything I do. Well, same program I use for basically everything. Like the shirt, like the design of the shirt I currently have, even though, yeah, it's just pixelated text, but... all the writing I do is usually also just done pixel by pixel in Paint.net. So yeah. The edited picture, the one you showed with the pink hair, you mean? Or you mean the ones from DDLC? You did that in the thing too? Oh yeah, it was fixed. So yeah, the DDLC thing. Nice! Usually, yeah, I just feel more comfortable doing stuff with pixel designs. Oh, it should now be Monday. It should now be Monday. We're close. Yeah, the one from DDLC. With Natsuki on the phone screen. It should now be Monday. Any second now. Natsuki's gonna show up any second now. Wow, you got here before me? I made it. I clicked through it manually. I thought I was pretty... Where's my achievement? I was promised an achievement. Why is there no achievement popping up? Natsuki runs away. Yeah, it is. You're absolutely correct with the time.
I'm here. Code, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame.
Oh, it was just a picture, not an achievement. Okay. Would have been nice if it gave me an achievement too, just to know I accomplished something. By the way, Rob, I got some of those not guaranteed things popping up today. Like, you know, when you start a day and the entire screen is red and bloody and pulsing? Yeah, I got that screen today. And I got a weird glitched out Sayori screen where, you know, completely white with a couple of glitches, just multiple Sayoris on screen. That also happened today. Yeah. So I got some interesting stuff. But yeah, it is time.
Well, that's a shame. Wait while you hear the entire weekend code. Oh jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec.
Also, don't crash my game again, please. I know the game crashed earlier today, and now I can't save anymore because I've reached that point. So, if you crash my game now, I will miss dialogue. To 15 Monika topics, that we can do today. That we can do. Restarts. Can't wait for Monika to have a solar system destroyed because of a does that say flashlight? And how would that destroy a solar? Okay, I am very confused by that statement. I do not understand anything about that statement. I mean, I know what it. I feel like I know what it says, but how does that make sense? Get an achievement for making a poem for Monika. Well, we're about to make a poem for Monika. You know that much.
Just give me a sec.
Bye bye, Yuri. Bye bye, best girl.
Almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick.
Monika lifts the foil from Yeptebu's tray and takes a cupcake. Oh, Morty, sorry. Bah. I don't know why I said Monika. Probably because that's the first thing I come to. Since we're playing the DLC. But we were talking about Rick and Morty earlier. But yeah, that I can totally see coming in the context of the show. And Monika before she starts her monologue. Well, we're not gonna do that now. We'll do that another time.
Seriously, these are the best. I really just want to have one since it's the last time I get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything.
So if I were to delete Monika here, that would count, right? The monologue starts once we enter the space classroom. So basically, delete Monika once Natsuki and Yuri are deleted, but before we enter the space classroom. That's an achievement, right? No? No? Okay. When do I have to delete her for the achievement? Well, just tell me. I'll get to it another time.
You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait much longer. Just bear with me, okay? They should only take a second.
When she restarts the game. Oh, the black screen. So now, when she says, "Can you hear me?"
Can you hear me?
But I'm not gonna delete her now because we're listening to Monika's topics today.
Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Code. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to a person anymore, am I?
Also, you already know, but I know the message, but I'm wondering if that unlocks something too by doing it. There's no point in saving anymore, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So it doesn't give me an achievement, but you never know, maybe that unlocked a new image. We'll see. Actually, I won't know, but it's always best to try stuff out, just to be on the safe side.
That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Code. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
Well, most of the time I'm a boy, but I can be either. I can switch, but I'm not doing that now, unless someone wants me to. And by wants me to, I mean spends their points. Even then it would be kind of bad because I'd have to... Yeah, voices.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I am aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know?
Oh, so that dialogue changed because it normally says I told you right on the game's download page. But they can't do that anymore because you can now get the game as a physical release. And naturally, if you get the physical release, it can't tell you I told you on the game's download page. I see why they changed that.
Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them all fall in love with you. I thought that making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. I just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else.
Wait for a double a double gender swap? Double gender swap? What do you mean double? Like two You know what? I just had a thought. What would I do if someone redeems Why You Know Girl while that reward has already been redeemed? What would I do then? Would I just keep it for longer? Would I just say, okay, if 2 people redeem it at once, I'll keep it for the entire stream? Or how would I do that? What would I do in that case? Imagine if someone redeems it, if it gets redeemed twice and I just immediately switch back to this. You know, or I could put on the swimsuit too. I could put on the swimsuit in that case. That's also an option. Oh well.
It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Code?
Transcode. Well, as it stands right now, I am not non-binary. I am strictly binary, either male or female. One of the two. Two options. Strictly binary. Binary because code. You get it? Computer code. Binary. Haha. Funny. Funny joke. I am not funny.
What kind of cruel game is this, Code? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Code. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand it. One thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Code. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Code. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew we'd get over it. So that being said, Code, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like that every day? Like this every day from now on? Code, will you go out with me?
Well, funny you shall ask that. What's going on with Monika like? Just back up her character file on a USB drive and just take it with you when you go to a fancy restaurant? Is that how it works? Or just boot up the game on a laptop and set it on the table opposite from you? Nice. There is up to 16 code types. Yeah, I know there's many different types, but binary is just like the base of it all. Binary is at the base of it all. Well, then again, with quantum computing, it would be more than just binary, because you would have 1, 0, and, well, uncertain. You would have 1, 0, and in-betweens. Right now, programming, even if you use different... But I mean, yeah, classic binary is just what most people know. It's the most common stuff. Most things run on.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Code.
Cough is getting better. I am so glad to hear that. Maybe you'll be able to get some rest soon.
The funny part is I mean that literally.
A torch. Okay, never mind then. Tell it to go away. No one likes coughing. Come hang out with Monika in the space classroom. Maybe she'll appreciate some more company of real people.
There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. In this classroom in the sky. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. In this classroom in the sky. Crimes of passion are just fine when enacted on AI.
That song. Such a wonderful one. Genderless code. Yeah, technically. If only I could go there. I mean, we would all go there. Just the view would be amazing by itself. Like, imagine, you're in a classroom, chilling, you can look out the window, see the vastness of space. Just amazing.
We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Code.
Plus, time isn't passing anymore, so being together forever, you'd live for eternity if you wanted to. So sad. She looked so sad and lonely. Yes, indeed. By the way, I don't think there's any hope for me. Because this hell is members only. Why did I say okie dokie? Anyway.
I worked so hard for this ending code, the game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself.
She's a modder, everyone.
The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. And it kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side...
Plus! On the plus side. Everyone, title drop, let's go!
It gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Alright, Monika poem, here we go. Eyo. Monik. Mnik. Moka. Eonika. Onika. Monia. Oh, just Monika. Nice. Mia. Oi. Oi. Minika. Is that like a miniature version of Monika? Minika? Let's see, what else do we have? Nika. Ni. Moika. Oh, Nika. On a what? What's on a what? On a what? On a Ik. Nick. Oni A. To school, to this torture every day. Nah. Hey, that's my achievement. Perfect Monika. Achievement unlocked. Nice.
Hi again, Code. Did you write a poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Code, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness.
Just oi. Oi. Best. Just the best.
I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you.
Ah, what I wouldn't give to have a girl like Monika in my life. To have any girl in my life who wants to spend time with me. Side stories after this? I'm thinking either we do side stories or we start going for the happy ending. One of the two. Part of me thinks we should maybe try going for the happy ending after. And save the side stories for a little bit later. But I mean, we could do side stories, technically.
The poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Lungs. Wow. Lungs is just perfect. Perfect autocorrect. Especially for you. You might need some new ones.
I hope hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved.
Gosh, I think I need to get a new pair. Well, since you're always trying to steal my soul, maybe give me your lungs. There it is. I was expecting it. Since you're always trying to take my soul, I figured the lungs would come next.
Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Code? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you?
Well, technically streaming, but I guess streaming is a way of recording, so yes.
Hi everyone. Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from
Here, everyone say hi to Monika. Everyone say hi to Monika. She said hi to you, it's only good manners that you return the greeting. Monika, do you want me to read the comments to you?
But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except a couple of things. Are you ready?
Oh, I like how the background even changes as we zoom in. Yes, I'm looking at the background right now. Do not remember the Mon Squid. And Ivanov said hi too. Nice. Mon Squid, Monika.
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to prepare, Did I scare you?
Not really, since I knew it was coming. Did she scare any of you? Probably not. I feel like a lot of people know this was gonna happen.
You're so cute. Anyway, Code, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see.
Alright, so what was it? 15 conversations? No, not 15. 5 or 15 conversation topics we need to talk about with her. In any case, I'm prepared to do just that today for now. 72 resets a Yuri is normal to me. Yikes. It's kind of sad when you put it like that. Now, hang on. Ooh, hang on. She already has new dialogue.
I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, it's just kind of hard when I'm so in love with you.
Okay, what's that? I want Monika to copy paste things from any open source game. Oh, copy paste Monika. Yeah, sure, if she can copy paste stuff from any open source game, that'd be interesting. Gonna count chat topics, or am I? Are you? It's up to you.
Did you say kiss? There's suddenly, it's a little embarrassing.
I mean, I didn't say anything, but I'd be down. I'm desperate, okay?
But if it's with you, I might be okay with it.
Also, thank you for of course, Monika from DDLC. It had to happen. Well, at least you can read the comments now. Of course, you'd follow me when I was just talking about how desperate I am. Do I need to feel embarrassed? Probably.
No, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit.
I feel called out.
I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right, but that'll be our secret.
Yeah, a secret after you only just noticed that I've been streaming this, of course. No such thing as bots. That's absolutely the real Monika. Absolutely the real Monika. After all, if it was a bot, it would have been here earlier already.
Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already.
Um, actually looks at the if you're using OBS when you're streaming. May not be sure. There are a lot of Monikas out there. You just know it. There are a lot of people who also just take the name Monika and pop into streams just to say hi at this very moment. You never know. Is it a bot? Is it a person? Or could it actually be Monika? Look at me implying Monika isn't a person. As coughing fit. I'm sorry to hear that. As always, I do still hope it gets better.
This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanisms to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a wrong analogy, kind of a weird analogy, I guess.
You into war, Monika?
It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up.
She's into war.
I'm joking. Gosh, I'm using myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird.
Hey, it's cool. Everyone has their fetish. Everyone has their fetishes, Monika. No need to be ashamed of it. Just so happens that yours is war. Back to talking about things that can be misinterpreted. Have a secret hidden meaning here. Analyzing the dialogue with Monika to prove that she has a war fetish.
Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive?
Every day.
I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone.
Too relatable.
Makes me really want to go change the world after I graduate, but the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go and change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be able to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I am never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. Even if I ever surpass that point, that I am net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right?
Okay, 13+, and they are not illegal, they are legal. Absolutely legal. 2 programs desperate for each other. You know what? You might be correct about that. Here come the CodeErr Monika shippers, even though I still think Natsuki is best girl.
You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voices in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough, but I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like if I mess up any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself, and that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, Code.
Codica, Moner. Of course. Moner. Well, at least, you know, we can talk to her all we want right now. We're not even at the 2-hour mark and we're having so many fun conversations already. I enjoy this. I really do. I really, really do. The only problem, of course, being that we have to wait a little bit for her to come up with a new topic to talk about. But she always has something new to talk about, as she said.
Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm in college I'll feel that way about high school. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here.
Okay. Como? Monika as a streamer would be fun, honestly. Honestly, there are probably already, you know, as long as someone's a good voice actor, they could probably just put on the guise of Monika and stream in her name. It is possible.
You know, it's a neat form of literature. Rap. I actually used to hate rap music, but just because maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got me into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver powerful messages, it's really amazing.
Yeah, but you can just fill up your rap with, you know, the F word and the N word whenever you need more lines. And I feel like that's something a lot of people might potentially do. But of course, not all of them. There's always good people, there's always people who are good at what they do and people who are bad at what they do. And I feel like people who stuff all their raps full of fucking and stuff like that just to get the extra syllables in, probably not the best ones out there. And then there are people who can only repeat their own name. Now I shall not name anyone like that, but it's a thing. And Dream Junior, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Name yourself Chad? Wow, really? Ha. One of us. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out with Monica right now, seeing what she has to what there's to talk about with her. You know, bunch of topics. Currently, we're talking about rap.
And people can all put all that together and still deliver a powerful message. It's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rep in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience.
But yeah, thank you for saying hi to Monica. She said hi to chat earlier too. So, we're having fun today. I just, yeah, we just reached this, like, what, 10 minutes ago, I think. Around 10 minutes ago, 10 to 20 minutes, somewhere in that time range. I haven't even paid attention. But yeah, the space classroom, most wonderful place. I really enjoy it here. I could spend my entire life in the space classroom, and since time doesn't exist anymore, my entire life would mean forever. Loser lol. Wow, of course. Loser lol. Perfect name. For the main character. Fitting.
You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there, like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college or business or communication or psychology. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising the prices due to the demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon, but until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us.
Just so people don't make grammar mistakes. Some grammar mistakes. Imagine Sayuri saying, "Hey loser, lol." That would be a yikes. I'm honestly thinking about doing that. Imagine the happy end playthrough and the character's just named loser, lol. Would that not be fun?
I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold or too hot, I would always pick too hot.
Never. We had the discussion at some point. Always too cold rather than too hot. Because you can bundle up under a blanket and always put on more layers of clothing. But if it's too hot, at a certain point you can't take off anymore. And that's annoying. So if I had to choose between the two of them, definitely too cold. Definitely. Alright? Good. I'm sorry, Monica, but I have to disagree with you on this specific topic.
When you're cold, it can actually be painful. When your fingers get numb. And if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. So it's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade.
You have no idea. Monica, has anyone ever told you about global warming? And how hot it actually can get nowadays?
Although I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather.
That too. Cold is always better. Not that I can speak from experience, if only I had someone to cuddle with. Monica, please jump out of the screen already. Monica's voice would be Google Translate times 15 AI. Really? Oh yeah, Yuri. I'm not a loser, right? Loser, lol. Okay, that's also a nice line. Monica is sus. She has weird preferences. Earlier we discovered that she might be into war. which is definitely interesting. Gaining resistance to tiredness. You definitely should try to get some sleep. I really hope the coughing clears up soon so you can actually get some proper rest in. You might really need it. Honestly.
Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too, but I always wonder with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably is her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now, but if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous.
I'm not really a coffee person. When it comes to what I prefer to drink, it's either just pure tap water. It's either pure tap water or tea. One of the two, usually. Usually tap water. Tea every now and then. Hello. Today, 5,000. Of my nose sleeping because of coughing. Wow. Loser Lol is also invited to join me. Yikes.
I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been.
Tea. Yes, what's wrong with enjoying tea? Yeah. Also imagine... Hey, also... Loser lol talking to Natsuki about this. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Would be very fitting if he was actually called Loser. I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Oh.
Did you know that I'm on Twitter? My username is Little Monix3. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world, the real world, so make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me, with how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved.
Well, I can't exactly follow you on Twitter since I don't even have a Twitter account myself. I don't have a Twitter, so I can't follow you. The only times I actually check in on Twitter recently is because I check out the official Twitter page of, damn it, what are they called? You know, the developers. Something Forge. No, seriously, let me check real quick what they're called. Serenity Forge. There we go. How did I forget that? Yeah, I sometimes check out the Twitter page of Serenity Forge just to make sure if they have any updates on the physical version of Doki Doki Plus, because I'm really curious when they're gonna be in stock again on their webpage.
Hey, remember that last poem I showed you? I mean, the one right before Yuri killed herself with all the messed up colors and stuff. That was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem, you could say. I was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run code and things like that. It almost seemed like with enough effort I'd be able to escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I'd keep trying, but I doubt you'd want to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know? I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy with the way we are now. And I can tell you are too.
Team Salvado was originally Team Salvation. Were they? I only ever knew them as Team Salvado. Fastback, welcome back, by the way. Don't worry about missing streams. You can always watch the archives. I always appreciate it when people actually are able to join me and hang out live. But by no means should you feel like you need to be here. Though I guess it's always nice if you can actually interact with the streamer. Sometimes I feel like watching archives is a little bit easier on me, because if there are boring segments I can just skip ahead a little bit, which you can't do if you're watching live. So, that's the thing. But yeah, welcome to the stream in any case.
Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called?
Portrait of Markov, please say the name correctly.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book, actually I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry, just forget I said anything.
Yeah, relevant to something. Oh, I got an achievement. She will never be real. I got an achievement called She Will Never Be Real. Oh, the game is taunting me now. Oh, I am being taunted. Guys, I am being taunted. Help me. But yeah, on the 0-second mark. Nice. Imagine if you got it on the 2-hour mark exactly. Sadly, you missed that one. Portrait of Masochist Yuri. I mean, we have, yeah, 15 completed. But I mean, there are more topics we could talk to her about.
Code, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds my thoughts start to fill with incoherent jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. Pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant and I'm back in my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great.
Okay, we'll exit out of the game in a second. Tell me things like, she'll never be real. Ah, your waifu isn't real, I'm sorry to say.
It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end you always fixed it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me, so I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me.
Damn it, I can't even... The dialogue completely disappeared. How do I... It's annoying that the dialogue box disappeared for that. I wanted to exit out just to make her hurt. The cooldown, you gotta always wait for the cooldown.
Okay everyone, it's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki or Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you?
Okay, since... You know what? Since I can't really quit via the normal stuff, I'm gonna have to quit by... Actually... Yeah, no, escape doesn't work either. This, however, works. So yes, I am gonna quickly go ahead and reopen the game just to see if Monika's special dialogue, if I come back in like this. There we go. I just want to hurt Monika a little bit. I am sorry. Literally making fun of her. Let me just check if there's anything else that appeared in the files. Don't really think there's anything else that appeared in here. That's the save. Yeah, no. Well, going back in.
What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us.
In this classroom in the sky. No, I'm not doing it again.
I guess that was wishful thinking. Good, I don't know if you would have any idea. But if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something.
Yeah, you talked about it. That's why I wanted to do it. I killed you and then I brought you back. I'm so nice. Preparing a nuke to nuke you. Yay, I want death, don't we all?
Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I'm being killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now where was I?
Oh, you already figured out what's causing it. You talked about it earlier.
Okay, everyone, it's time to... Just kidding.
Oh, she's repeating dialogue. Okay. In that case... Exit the DLC. Files. Characters. Can't open, right? Yeah. Also I can't copy it. I can't save it. I can't back up her file in this. Wait. Skip. Why?
You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you?
Oh, but what if I am?
It seems to happen whenever you quit the game, so if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Now where was I?
Actually, we knew one of the most crime-ridden cities in America. Yikes. Make a game with you to prove you existed. To prove you existed to time? Huh? Use... skip.
I'm just kidding. Are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Code. It's just the two of us after all, in this classroom in the sky. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen to me from now on, right? Thanks. Now where was I?
I think I just want to exit and go back in a couple of times just to see if she has anything new to say about me making her suffer. But yeah, I tried skip. How can you read that? How can I read what? Oh, you mean Ivanov's text? Yeah, I kind of, yeah, you get used to it. You get used to it.
Hi, Code. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked you already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want that? Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something.
I tried, I can't. I literally can't. You can't do it in this game. You can only try to open or delete files, and that's it. I am big stupid. You are not big stupid. When these messages first started showing up, I was like, how and what and why?
If you find the game files in some kind of file browser, I should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. Now where was I?
Dum-de-dum-de-doo. Exit. But yeah, just to prove my point. Files. Characters. Open or delete. I can't right click on it, I tried. So yeah, you can't right click to bring up a menu, you can only open or delete, and double click tries opening it as well. So yeah. Even though Monika talks to me about backing her up, it ain't happening. Monika, you're getting pissed off now? Can barely read English, let alone that? Yikes.
Okay, I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back, so I guess it's not so bad. I'm sorry for making such a big deal out of it. And I love you no matter what, so you can do what you need to. Now where was I?
Suffer. I'll do it again. Though I doubt she has any new dialogue this time around. We'll see.
Hi again, Code. I missed you. You making sure my character file was okay for me? The one in the file browser, I mean. I should be right there in the characters folder. I'm all that's left there, so I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Let's continue our conversation now, okay?
Okay, yeah, I think that's it with the new dialogue. I think he... I think he something. Check the pictures after I finish. Alright. In that case, let's get to deleting her. It's time. Everyone, it's time. We're doing it now. No, I can't. But I have to. It is done. It is done. I deleted her. I didn't want to.
Hi again, Code. Bye again, Code.
I did it.
What's happening? Code, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much.
I know I'm a monster, but I had to do it. You made me do this.
Help me, Code. Please hurry and help me. Help me.
Can. I think he can... I think he can read. I think he can read something. Oh well. Don't know the last word either. Okay.
Did you do this to me, Code? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all that I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Code. I trusted you. Did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more?
Pretending to be kind after you said that closing the game feels like you're dying? I did it multiple times just to piss you off. How was I pretending to be kind? Fine. Oh, okay. I think he can read fine. I see. But yeah, how was I pretending to be kind if I was going out of my way to hurt her? Which, by the way, I apologize for.
I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture.
Will do. I will look for the next person I see to torture. Achievement unlocked. Ruin everything. I feel like this is the best achievement.
Code, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye.
Didn't delete her right away. You wrote a poem for her, I guess. You listened to her, I guess.
I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messed up. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's...
I forced myself. Hang on a moment. It's for progression. I couldn't not delete her. My life on a daily basis ruin everything. Why is this relatable for why is this so relatable? Of course.
I've made up my mind. Code, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you...
Sayori disliked this comment. No! No, indeed. How could you say that?
Then...
It's time. Battery running out of battery. Battery running out of battery, aha. With Monika on a laptop with a virus would be tragic. Yikes. Indeed it would be. Well, at least best girl is still here, even though second best girl is now gone. Alright, it's time. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Code!
Well, there already is one girl. Remember the ah? Do I remember the ah? I don't know if I remember it. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we picked up that habit once again.
Code, are you proud of me?
Huh? For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Code, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. Waking up early to knit the news. No! Maybe she's tying a noose for everyone else now, because she is club president, she has full control. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Boo. You meanie?
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. When you delete Monika at the beginning, she isn't too far away, really. Ha.
Hello? Ah! Code? What are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room.
Ha! So you're the Code that Sayori is always talking about? Thank you for stopping by.
There's now rope. It is now the rope club? No. No, I agree with Fastback. That's a no. That's a strong no. An absolutely powerful no.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Code.
Also, I think it's interesting that we got introduced to Girl 2 first, and then Girl 1. May I introduce you? This is Girl 2. Wait, what happened to Girl 1? Oh, she's over there. She's introducing herself next.
We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki.
A tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Cupcake, yes, we need the cupcakes. Cupcake-sama! Cupcake wa doko desu ka? Cupcake o mite nai yo. I look forward to working with you in any case.
Working? Code, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is your Sayori. But yeah, it could be in Sayori's stomach. That would explain everything. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori isn't this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to...
Hey, don't ruin the surprise.
Sorry.
Everyone, sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The cupcakes, they're here! Joining the Lit Club. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be lit. Sayori cutting Yuri, snapping Natsuki and moaning Code. I don't want to be known for that. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess so. Are you trying to impress a new member, Yuri?
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Code, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Luchan was gender swapped. New-chan was gender swapped witty all along. Ivanov figured it out. He figured it out, everyone. Insulted, Yuri stabs you until you bleed out. No, she's more about doing that to herself than others, you know. I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I am certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
Well, about, the first thing he said? Manga?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Currently approaching my location. No, I need to evacuate. This isn't ending well. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Code wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Code?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. Wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri...
Huh? I have to read manga.
Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. Should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind?
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too.
This is so cute!
Sayori, shut up. The first line the main character says in a long time, and it's Sayori, shut up. Yikes. Jumps out the window. Manga's not literature. It is. It is. Just like visual novels are literature too. Visual novels are a valid form of literature as well. I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it.
Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Code.
You think so?
Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with,
Oh, sorry, that's me. I did it again. The council has awarded you one singular yike. Of course. Well, everyone always seems to be getting along a little bit better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Code. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Code. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is I already know you are going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monika.
Here we go. For I am the council. The interruption. Oh no. Yuri gently opens the window. Yeah, that's a yikes.
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Code. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Just the two of us. In this classroom in the sky.
I will never stop it. I will never stop.
And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. Can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever.
Here we go. F. It's happening. F in the chat, everyone. F in the chat.
O. E.
V. E. No. No.
Eh? What's happening?
Won't let you hurt him. Okay. Just the response. I won't let you hurt him. Okay. E. E. Have to agree. This is a major E moment. But yeah, I won't let you hurt him. Okay.
Who? It hurts. Ah.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay. There's no happiness here after all. Okay. Goodbye, Sayori. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with this. This is fine. Goodbye, Code. Goodbye, Literature Club. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's time. It's time, everyone. Prepare your ears.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it.
Also, there's subtitles now. That's new. Prepare yourself to die. Here we go. It's time. Credits. So we have half an hour left. We definitely have time to check all the images and everything. Future where I can be with you. I'm not gonna sing along to this because my singing sucks. I would like that, wouldn't we all? So many of us would. Make it as painless as possible and I'm fine. Anyway, we have half an hour. That's definitely. I feel like that's not enough time to do the side stories. I don't think there's. I'm not sure. Are the side stories kind of short? Or are they longer? In any case, we can look through the images after this to see what's new, and we can maybe start on the happy ending run. Make a start on the happy ending run, and we'll finish the happy ending run later on. Oh, so they kind of changed the credits a little bit. The images enter and exit the screen a little bit faster and then linger around for a bit. Okay. I shall not sing. Let's pull out my sword. Someone has a sword, everyone. Prepare. Prepare for combat. If you read 30 minutes, surely it's enough for at least one side story. You think? Not sure. I think I'll save the side stories for a little later on. Unlock a little bit more, you know. Monika can speak in... Monika can speak in sentence mix? I may have bought a katana. Yes. You bought a katana. Like, actually. Okay, I am impressed. I am impressed. Just pulling out. Imagine if someone robs your house, you just pull out the katana. Yikes. And then he pulled out a fucking katana. And everyone died. Special thanks to Monika and Code. Aw, thank you. It was hard. I imagine. Everyone needs a katana. Poem time. Achievement unlocked. Thank you. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. Finally understand the Literature Club is truly a plane where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. Can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you. For making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of the Literature Club with everlasting love, Monika. Required files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset.sh to repair and reset virtual machine. After I check the pictures, I'll do that. So what's new in here? Ah, okay, so it marks it. Of course, we got some poems. Just going in, because we already read the poem, so it's not really worth going into detail. Wait, what's... Poem from Monika distributed at special events in the past? Wait, what's this? I don't think I remember this one. Can I zoom in? Electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you are holding my hand, which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony. Connected to each other. I feel electric. Okay. Wait, this one? Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no, I read this one. Okay. So already one new poem. Go through all pictures. Yeah, I'm looking through them, don't worry. Spurred so loud my brain vibrated. Yikes. Brain vibration, let's go. Got wood sword and... I got a wood sword and blood... wood sword and bloodlust. Bad combination to have. What else we got? Of course, the classic Monika image. Using the arrows. I can use the arrows, but I want to skip through ones I've already seen. Okay, those are the secret poems, right? Yep. Just skipping through them like this. Oh, we got some new stuff down here now. Color sketch of Monika's initial character design. Okay. I see you. Simple character sheet of Natsuki's initial design. I see. Sketch page of David Evelyn to test and compare different uniform styles. The character's features are arbitrary designs by David for the purpose of testing the uniforms. Okay. Huh. So we got two Natsukis. One slightly Sayori, but different eye color. Actually, she has different eye color too, if I'm seeing that correctly. I mean, I can definitely see Natsuki in this. A mix of Yuri and Natsuki, kind of. Mix of Yuri and Monika, maybe. I know it says arbitrary designs, but I'm just saying it. And this could potentially be a mix of Yuri and Monika. If I had to put it into, you know. I think I looked at this one before already, but I mean, seriously, how can you not look at this? Who's up? What do you mean, who's up? Also, after you restart, delete Monika at the start for another picture. Alright, I shall do that. Artwork in 2018, Monika and Yuri having a sleepover. Look at them! Reality disturbed. Huh. I see a controller in the background. Have they been gaming? Have they been gaming together? Ah, look at them! In the bush? Wait. Oh my god, I just noticed them, yeah. Okay. I just now noticed them in the background. Hang on, let me... Them two freaked out and Sayori being like... Sayori having her eyes closed. So cute, I have to agree. For a duel. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna duel you right now. Okay, files... Reset. Reset virtual machine. Document Literature Club. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to their original states. Yes. We're doing it. Oh, duel with the katana, of course. Restoring entities. Rebuilding file system. It's happening. Starting virtual machine. Don't click new game, delete Monika and then click new game. I shall do that. Not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety, blah blah blah. Would you like to review? No. Agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region. I agree. Blue paint baked into the metal. Okay. Shine. So, a blue shine. Nice. Alright, now let's exit first of all. Because I need to go into the files again. Yo, Monika! How about I just delete you? Wait, what did I just get? Two-stalked. Achievement unlocked. Two-stalked. I just two-stalked Monika, apparently. Nice. Alright, opening it up again. Doki doki. You know what, for this run I'll go with loser. Not loser lol, but just loser.
What? This... What is this? Oh no, no, this can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop.
Okay. Well, that was a fun run. Cover this. Cover, always hype. Covers are hype. Let's go back to DDLC immediately. Or should I just check the pictures again? I'm gonna check the pictures again because there should now be a new one. It's saying there's a new one, so I want to see the new one. What's in here? Oh. Sayori art. Look at her! Concept sketch of Sayori. Ah. DDLC death metal. Yikes, go off then. Alright, back to DDLC. End. Oh. Do not click. Alright, I won't click now. So I shouldn't click. Wait 10 minutes. So how was your day? I'm assuming I get something for waiting that long. So, since I'm just supposed to be waiting on this, how about we talk for a bit? One singular yike again. I am triggered. Are you triggered? Are you triggered by the fact that we have to wait 10 minutes on this particular screen of your waifu hanging there? Not a picture, just a message. Still. But you mean on this screen, right? Not on the black screen where it said end? Because I pressed a button on the black screen. But I'm guessing it's okay if I... Yeah, okay. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Such a fun wait. I do hope you're triggered by the fact that we're looking at the hanging waifu right now. Isn't this fun? Isn't this hilarious? Isn't this entertaining? I need to fill roughly 10 minutes with content right now. How do I do that? I am not. You are not what? Well, happy to see you triggered. I mean, you know, if you want me to, I can just, you know, stop showing the game, and then you don't have to look at your waifu hanging there. But I think that would be even worse. I can also turn off the audio if the static in the background is annoying you. And suddenly it looks like I'm at the end of the stream, right? This is the kind of stuff you usually see when I'm preparing to raid someone. But ooh, let's get the static back in here and get the game capture back in here. So we can look at this. Because this is true beauty. Nothing could be more beautiful. But yeah, so I'm guessing I'm gonna just go ahead and start the new game. I think I need to reset the files again, right? In any case, I think I'm gonna static is calming. I guess it is. I'm gonna reset the files again after this. Because I don't feel like calling myself losers. I don't know why, I just want to use my proper name in this. I don't know why, I guess doing a joke name like loser can be fun, but I don't really feel like doing that. I really don't feel like doing that all that much. POV, you explain to Monika after 100% DDLC. Oh my god, yeah, remember that? Remember that about World of Dreams, where we didn't even explain it to her, we just straight up showed her. Hey, you know this is the DLC, this is the ending, this is you killing everyone, have fun. Static is calming, picture is Well, in that case it should give you a nice balance of emotions. The calming static with a very off-putting picture. I still can't believe that there's actual dialogue if you wait 10 minutes on the screen. But hey, if Rob says so, then it must be true. It has to be. Plus, it's not like I'm gonna be able to start anything big in this stream anymore. Because again, we have like, what, 13 minutes left in the stream. About 5 minutes of that we still have to wait for her. Meaning that there's roughly 10 minutes afterwards that are like... Roughly 10 minutes where I'm like, okay, what now? And I'll use that time to reset the files again. And start off our happy ending run. My brain hurts, Dad. No brain hurty. Aesthetic? What about this? So code is... Oh, wow. Don't call me daddy. I feel very uncomfortable with that. I feel very, very uncomfortable. It just... yeah, yikes. No. No, 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 no. No. No, daddy. No. So anyway, how's your guys' day been? Policy, you regret saying that. But if you want to pull a Sayori, make sure you actually die by, you know, your neck snapping as you hang yourself, because otherwise you're gonna be suffocating, and that's gonna be a painful death. And Sayori definitely suffocated from all the evidence that has been presented. So Sayori's death was long and painful. And that's a big yikes. A very big yikes. Gonna be an ouch from me, dog. Oh god. Trying to put humor in the situation, but yeah. Pull Sayori where to your bed, remember that she's 18 plus. Hey, you can definitely pull Sayori to your bed. In fact, she might be pulling you to bed. If you remember Blue Skies. Oh, remember Blue Skies. Oh, remember how you can get the happy endings in Blue Skies. Oh, that was nice. Ah, the Blue Skies happy endings. With Sayori. Sorry, there's still a cooldown, and since there's a cooldown, that means it hasn't been 5 minutes since your previous uptime request. Because I think I set the cooldown to 5 minutes. So yeah, still. But if you want to know the uptime, I can just tell you. I like Blue Skies. Blue Skies was fun. Blue Skies was nice. I honestly look forward to playing more mods in the future, but first we need to get through all the content in DDLC Plus. And then eventually we'll jump into more mods, definitely. Who knows? Maybe the second chapter of World of Dreams is gonna come out soon. I'd definitely be down to play that as soon as it comes out. So yeah, we now passed the 2 hour and 50 minute mark. Right now. So yeah. There's your time. We just now passed it. We're at exactly 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 30 seconds now. There we go. So yeah, it hopefully shouldn't take too long for the message to pop up. Unless you lied to me and you intentionally just wanted me to sit on the screen for a while to upset Fastback. Admit it, you just wanted me to sit on the screen to upset people who think Sayori's best waifu. About 4 minutes left. Oh, so oh, let's stretch out a little bit. Alright, here's a topic we can talk about. I brought it up on Discord earlier about what kind of game I should play in the future. Because, yeah, there's still a little bit of time left before Genshin updates again. And, of course, the, Friday Night Funk is only ever in the Friday slot, meaning that the second streaming slot is currently open. And I dropped in a few recommendations, but out of all of them, I think I'm gonna go, since there was no preference announced by everyone else, I think I'm gonna go with There Is No Game. There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension. Because I think that game isn't too long, so I should be able to finish it before the next Genshin update comes out, hopefully. So I can go back to streaming Genshin again as soon as the update comes out. That's always gonna be nice. Plus, I've had this game for a very long time now, and I've never played it, and I've never looked at anything about it. I just know the original Game Jam version of There Is No Game. I think it was made for a Game Jam, right? But I never actually looked up anything about There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension, which is a full game. At least I think so. I mean, it costs something, so it has to be a full game. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna take up my second slot in the near future. And then, of course, we have, in the future, we have the, we have a choice between Everhood, for example, or what else is there? I mean, other than Everhood, I think I said something else on Discord that could be an option. Let me just remember. Oh, right, I could do the, I said, remember how I did the no healing item playthrough of, Undertale forever ago? I could do a no healing item playthrough of Deltarune. That's a possibility. And that'd be very short. That'd be like a one stream kind of thing, because Deltarune is only chapter 1. So yeah, probably a thing that I could do in one stream, like a no healing item playthrough of Deltarune. Don't Starve. I talked about that a bit on Discord already. I don't really feel like starting another survival game right now. But Don't Starve could potentially be a thing. No healing in Genshin. I mean, I rarely use healing items or statues in Genshin anyway, because I have Jean, but I could kick Jean out of the team, you know. That'd be a thing that I could potentially do. Oh well. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new Genshin update, by the way. Finally getting to Inazuma. That's gonna be nice. I saw a little bit of the announcement stream. Didn't tune in too much, but I saw a little bit of it. And from the little bit I glanced at, it looked pretty nice. Now everyone can be happy. There's your message. I read the message. That's it, right? Fear the number, I shall fear it. But yeah, that's the message, right? That's the one you were talking about. The one, it says right up there. Message appeared, yeah, okay. Now everyone can be happy. Okay, let me quickly reset the files. Because we can't play without Monika. Is there also something special? Is there also something special if I delete the other characters? Just out of curiosity, you know. Out of curiosity, is there something else that happens if I delete any of the other characters? Because in that case, we could do that right now. Act 4, we can play without Monika. Okay. Oh, damn it, I pressed wrong thing. Nothing else with deleting everyone else. Okay, then we won't do that. Then we won't do that. Doki doki. Okay, let's just get this started. And just breeze on through a little bit. Does skip work? Skip works, perfect. So even with the full stuff, the skip button functions perfectly fine. That's good to know. Hang on, actually, did I set it to... Yeah, no. It doesn't skip unseen text. Okay, so it actually remembers what you've seen even if you reset all the even if you reset the game, it still remembers what you've already read. That's actually nice. I really like that. If we're keeping them, we'll keep them. We're just jumping through. Okay, so we're going for the happy ending this time. Remember, happy ending. We'll go not. You know what? We'll finish the Natsuki stuff right now because we've already seen her out, so we can actually skip through all the stuff we've seen before and then do the new stuff next time. Okay? Okay, so let's go. Color. Damn it. Pout. Milk. Giggle. Kitty. Doki doki. Candy. Games. Skip after choices. It won't skip anything you haven't seen. Yeah, okay, I probably should turn that on then. Hair. Jumpy. Sparkle. Poof. Fluffy. Cute. Strawberry. Marshmallow. Email. Shiny. Vanilla. Kawaii. Okay, so we messed up 2 times. We messed up 2 times. So we messed up 2 times. So still no perfect poem for her. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it next on my next try. So yeah, just skipping on through. And after we finish this particular part of the happy ending, so the Natsuki, after we finish the Natsuki part of the happy ending, we'll probably call it quits. Definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Okay, so slightly new dialogue because we went to her first. Monika. Yuri. And then last but not least, Natsuki. So yeah, this is the fun part right now. Just skipping on through. I'm gonna start with Natsuki on this one. So yeah, we need to go all the way up to after we made it through the weekend, then save, and then go back to the beginning. Actually, hang on, I feel like I already... Yeah, no, I can still start a new game, right. Yeah, that works. Should have probably saved the first time I came to the poems. Should have saved the first time I came to the poems. Oh well. A little bit more of skipping later on. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be tough. Flower. Damn it, okay, I already messed up this poem. Nibble. Email. Pout. Vanilla. Lollipop. Hair. bunny, cheeks, doki doki, bubbles, boop, candy, sing, damn it, twirl, skirt, dazzle, dazzle is her, okay, cute, kitty, fickle? Ah, that's her, okay, I get it. I know strawberries for her. She likes her food items, you know. Just the slapping sound out of nowhere. Nice. Slapping Sayori. So let's get that happy ending, guys. Or actually, let's start on the happy ending. Finishing the happy ending next time around, but you know what I mean. So yeah, this is standard Natsuki stuff. We'll get the happy ending later, don't worry. Sayori first. Then Monika. Ooh. Wait, that's slightly different.
How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count.
I wouldn't count on that. I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
Alright, it's pretty good. You've been spending more time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style.
Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. Oh, right, because we didn't share with Natsuki first. I think that's the difference here. Slap for perving. Goes becoming Monika. Hey. I think it's a neat way to tell a story.
I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why you'd be into her style. I guess that means you're not as much of a fan of Yuri's poems then, eh?
I wouldn't say that. Kind of like everyone's poems.
That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism, or Sayori's way of expressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Okay, back to regular stuff? No, still not. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. Just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract or as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader, so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, use Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yuri! The skip button is still not... Why is the skip button not working? How is this text new? Rambo Live? What? Who? Should I know that person? Ranboo Live? Is it a small streamer? If it's a small streamer, I might consider it.
Are you still mad at me?
Huh?
For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem. Now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine.
That's not really true.
Meaning when I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no.
Yuri. You might be reading into this a little too much. Reading, you get it, because it's a literature club.
How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know that's what Monika wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori.
Yuri.
Please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need.
Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I am frustrated. I don't hate her, but as if she is not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. She wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request. And finally, Natsuki. Okay, the skip button's working again. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face.
I see. At first I just thought you liked her writing style, but you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you?
I mean, not really. And back to regularly scheduled programming. Ooh, never mind. Well, I guess Natsuki has my poem now. Not that I really planned on keeping it. And back to regularly scheduled programming. Wow, there's a lot of new dialogue. Just all that stuff changes just because I mixed up the order in which I showed everyone my poem? Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, everyone. Well done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? Tonight we can put together anything good in just a few days? And we just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members?
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't exactly tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event, or why this isn't skippable text.
Sorry, I thought I brought it up already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monika. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So he's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori's been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a bunch of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot of to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry.
I need to speed up. Natsuki is the original antagonist, of course, yeah.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. Oh yeah, real intimate.
And finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
It's nearly time for the raid. Yeah, I just want to make it through the Natsuki portion of the happy ending first. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright!
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Why is this not skippable dialogue? I'm confused.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club's seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monika, this is too sudden.
Why we can't recite a poem in front of the club? How do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll start to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next?
Of course.
Now let's see.
Monika flips to her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. This is something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika, so Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri?
I'll go next.
Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem's called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It is almost like what happens when Yuri gets too absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. I got internet in the outback. I've waited for it for 10 years. Alright, I see. Sorry if I'm not really commenting too much on everything right now. Snaps back, ha ha ha. But yeah, I just want to get through this, and I'm still curious why this isn't skippable. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay, then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. But hearing it come from the Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Code liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Ha! Don't make me go before Code. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Code lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki?
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as anyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Ha! Anyway, this poem's called Jump. No, we won't go back to the hanging scene, by the way. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. Words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, well... Do you at least feel comfortable enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. You won't on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be a bit hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably think of some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm really pleasantly surprised that you're putting all the effort for this club. I can't even talk. It makes me really happy.
Ah, yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, so we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! Oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
Must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Code. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. While trying to sleep, get focused on something, cough less. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things already changed, but today Sayori's a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Natsuki.
I would
Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
I'll probably fall asleep. Good on you. Please fall asleep. It's 3 a.m. Go faster. I am trying to go faster. I want to finish this portion of it. That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trying me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, Natsuki poem. Let's go. Milk. Hair. Games. Boob. Ribbon. Sugar. Pout. Lipstick. Candy. Fluffy. Doki Doki. Lollipop. Socks. Color? And I messed it up, damn it. It had to happen again. Giggle, email, pink, kawaii, skirt, and cheer. Yeah, okay, messed up 2 times. Color, Sayori. Yeah, I know it now. But I didn't see any other word that could be for Natsuki. So yeah. Okay, let's quickly skip through the rest of it. So we can go back to where we're supposed to be. Okay, Sayori. Monika. Yuri. And of course, best girl. I probably should look up a list of what words to choose, because on that one page I honestly didn't see anything that could be for Natsuki. But as far as I'm aware, there always has to be at least one word for each character, right? If I remember correctly. There has to be at least one word for each character, if I remember correctly. So I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't even see that. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is there a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously can't wait. That was different because we didn't try to pick Sayori or Monika before it. That's why that text was different. So yeah. Slight differences. Okay, but now we can just see all of this stuff in fast forward. Prepare for the cute moment. Where is it? There it is. Cute moment. And it's over. Then we're gonna turn down Sayori. I think at this point I can already save and call it a day. But I just wanna turn down Sayori just to rub it in. Okay, it's the day of the festival. Save. Just wait, making sure I did save, right? Yeah, I saved. Overwriting it again. And exit. Okay. You need the hugging scene? Yes, I'll do it when I actually go for Sayori's character out in the happy ending. So I'm going for Yuri next, and then Sayori last, and we'll actually see us hugging her, okay? Understood? Good. Anyway, let's actually raid someone. Let me just quickly exit this. We have 5 people here, so it's actually worth a raid. Wow, how did we get up to 5 people again? That came out of nowhere. How did that number jump up? Let's actually look for someone good to raid. Left to late. Actually, you know what? We're raiding Curiosity. Kiri's live. I think she'll appreciate the support. So we're aiming for her. We're directing this raid towards her channel. Okay, everyone ready? I won't make you wait too long, so we'll just head over there right now. Good night to everyone watching this. Feel free to hang around on her channel a little bit if you are interested in some Genshin Impact. But in any case, I'll see you around over on her channel. So, peace out. Meaning that now this is just basic archive stuff, which I have nothing to say about. So goodbye, and thanks for watching.